Welcome, dear listener, and thanks for joining us.
I'm Yanto.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is a podcast all about the weird and wonderful world of the dark comedy anthology series, Inside Number 9.
On each episode, we'll be diving into another one of Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith's twisted tales, putting it under a lens and examining it to within an inch of its life.
So make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and join us for The Ninth Degree. Hello, welcome back.
I wondered if you were going to turn up.
Yeah, I popped in.
You did.
How are you doing?
Yeah, busy at the moment.
Yeah.
Rehearsals.
How are they going?
Going on for my play. Yeah, they're going. No, it should be good. It's just, pandemonium for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'm familiar. My friend's doing a show at the moment that starts next week, so yeah,
Okay.
He says nothing. It's opening Tuesday, and he says no one has a clue really what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, this is reassuring. I've got tickets for the Hunger Games thing that's in Canary Wharf at the new production that they're doing.
Yeah.
It sounds like that opened, I think, last night.
Okay.
It sounds like it was carnage. So,
Oh, okay.
so that'll be exciting. I'm glad I've not got tickets till November, end of November. They could have ironed out all the problems.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it's not another Spider-Man situation.
What happened with that?
The big one, the one in America. It was just chaos, like problem after problem after problem. They threw like millions at it. I think it was like Bono did it.
Oh.
It's like it cost an absolute fortune. It was like this giant production.
Yeah.
That just went to hell.
Absolute disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite fun to see something in the early days sometimes, because then it's like if it does go on and last a long time and they have ironed it out, then you're one of the few people that's seen the this is the different one.
Yeah.
Anywho,
we are back for episode 2 of series 4, Bernie Clifton's dressing room.
we are.
But before we get into that, hair from last week. And then his mother's ruined the sheets by fulfilling Prince Rico's requirements.
Mother's Ruin. Well done.
Thank you.
Listen out for one this week, as always.
Indeed. Good luck.
Have you got a synopsis for us?
I do. It's been 30 years since Northern double act Len and Tommy last appeared on stage together. That fateful night at the Glasgow Pavilion. Then Tommy walked out on Len, and that was curtains for cheese and crackers. Until now. And one last gig in front of an invited audience.
Cool. I don't know, I feel like I'm treading on eggshells. It's one of those episodes, isn't it? Like,
it's a lot of people's favourite one, isn't it?
it's a bit like, when we talked about 12 Days of Christine, I felt a bit like, oh gosh, we've got to do this one justice.
Yeah, I'm worried. I hope we do. It is a great episode. And I say, it's a lot of people's favourite one, or at least in the top sort of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do we start?
Well, I guess just to say that it's one of those really nice, it's essentially for the most part a two-hander, like a two-hander play.
Yeah.
It's a really nice, intimate little piece. One set.
Yeah.
2 actors for the most part.
Pretty much. No, special gimmicks or anything. It's just exploration of them, which is really sweet.
It's a little trip down memory lane, basically.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about it is that obviously Reece and Steve have been partners, writing partners, comedy partners for a long time. And so there's that slight meta aspect to it, watching them play like an old school comedy double act.
Yeah.
It feels more real than if, say, it was some 2 actors who'd never met each other before playing a double act. You really feel the history between them.
Yeah, especially when you see all the old photos that I imagine they've had a lot of fun, piecing together and mocking up stuff. Reece used to look so adorable. It is really sad. They tend to like to do this in a few things. You've seen when they're playing themselves, they like to sort of play up to the they hate each other trope. They do it in a later episode, and they did it sort of in Deadline, playing up to the Reece being a bit of an arsehole thing. Mm-hmm. Which is interesting that they go to that so many times.
Yeah.
I guess it's more interesting than we're just good friends.
Yeah. And I guess, real people aren't black and white. People are very complicated. And when you condense something down into characters for a 30-minute thing, it's it's easier to go for slightly broader brushstrokes.
True.
I guess that's the thing. But yeah, our number 9 for this episode is the sort of basket or hamper.
Yeah, I guess all his props are in.
With the 9 on it. Yeah. Just bracing myself for you saying, oh, well, it doesn't take place inside the basket.
I'm resisting.
But all the memories are inside the basket. So, yeah it works.
One of the characters effectively is in the basket. Like,
yes. In fact, he literally does get into it at one point.
Yeah. I feel it's one of those ones that we can't really hide the resolution to.
Oh, no, yeah.
So obviously...
He was a ghost all along.
Yeah. So Steve's character of Len has died. I don't know how... Pretty recently, I guess, from the fact that it's just a funeral now.
Yeah.
And this is all sort of imagined, I guess, in Tommy's head.
Yeah.
While he's planning what he's going to say.
Mm.
Part of me wondered... Because when Len shows up, Reese doesn't act in any way surprised.
No.
Like, I'd wondered whether he'd had visions of this before. And, like, whether he often talks to him.
Maybe.
In the last few days since he's died.
Yeah.
Or whether it's just because of what Leanne said about, imagine he's in the room with you or something.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I think there's a danger of taking it too literally. And I think you just have to accept it. For me, I just accept it that he's in obviously a very strange headspace. Mm-hmm. His partner of all that time has died, who he hasn't seen for so long.
Yeah.
And all the complicated history between them. I think it's I don't think it's a case of, he turns up to the church hall and then Len would walk in and he'd be like, oh my God, or whatever. Like it's obviously, he's in a retrospective mood and it's just a sort of dramatization of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such an interesting relationship.
It's so like emblematic of that sort of era, the sort of 70s and 80s. The amount of those double acts that there were, like they reference a lot of, and how many of them were like out off the camera drunks and pretty awful people, a lot of them, by all accounts, and just pretending to be this happy partnership when really they hated each other a lot of the time. And yeah, I don't think it's a rare phenomenon between those sorts of partners. No.
I just find it really sad because, like, obviously Len, he has a lot of flaws, but, he's a very sympathetic character.
At the start, at least, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like you feel sorry for him because he's trying so hard to, like, make Tommy happy, and it's not going to happen, Like, he seems quite sweet at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, all his sort of forced clowning, like, it's so sort of awkward and uncomfortable because he's like, it feels like he's not reading the room. Like, Tommy doesn't want any of that.
Yes.
But it's just a constant, musical jokes and dad jokes and all that,
Yeah, jokes that are not old, they're like 40 years old.
Yeah, not even dad jokes, I'd say like uncle jokes, which have a slightly different flavour, I think.
Yeah.
Like, even when he first walks in and he's like, oh, I'm like with time, it's always half past my left freckle. Like, just setting the tone straight away.
So terrible. But all he wants to do is make people laugh.
Yeah.
Which is really admirable and really sweet, even if he's not even that bad at it. But
no, he is quite funny.
Just dated at it.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but when I was younger, I would have loved a lot of this humour, like those awful jokes he makes. Like, they're my kind of jokes, I think. Like that joke about, I'm working with 100 people under me, and he says, "Oh, does it not tickle?" Like that. It's such like a basic joke, but it's just, yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, and yes, a lot of it's a bit cringy and a bit awful, but some bits. So brown bottles, for example, I find it quite funny.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's quite a good put together little skit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not particularly original, but I do really enjoy it.
Yeah.
For what it is.
I guess a large part of this episode is sort of a commentary on comedy over the years as well. And one of the things I really like as well is the sort of the conflict of, like, this is what comedy used to be like in the, say, 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Versus, you can't say that now and that sort of thing. And sort of Tommy with his sort of, feet in the real world of today. And sort of Len, obviously, he's not really there, but, like, he's clinging on to that thing of the past. And that's like a generational thing of, like, oh, it was always on the TV and people never complained and stuff. And he doesn't understand that, times have changed.
Plus, there's the side of whether the jokes are PC or not. It's a different kind of comedy now. Like, in terms of comedy back then was just being silly and having fun. Whether, yes, it was racist and all that kind of thing. But nowadays it tends to be a lot more, like, I don't know, put downy and like, it's a lot more depressing comedy. Like, it's like making funny things out of how shit the world is. Whereas back then it was just sort of, I guess it's trying to harken back to what people would think of as sort of when it was simpler in a way. Like, yes, it wasn't great because it was very problematic, a lot of it. But it's in the way that Len is a lot more just sort of carefree. Yeah. In the way that comedy used to be. And Tommy's more sort of serious and,
Yes.
How comedy is more now.
Yeah, it also made me think of the League of Gentlemen and how, when they came back for their anniversary specials, they're bringing back some characters that they'd created in the 90s and certain jokes that they were going for then. And I was interested when I eventually watched that to see, how they would be handling certain characters in the more recent years.
Yeah.
No comment on how that went down, but yeah, interesting.
It is tough. It is a really tough line to walk.
It is, yeah, and it does make me think, like, because this is something that they've gone through themselves with, being in comedy for so long now.
Yeah, it must be tough to keep true to the kind of comedy you are and what your fans love you for, but also at the same time modernising it, like when attitudes change, and it's a hard line to walk.
It is, because you're always going to upset somebody.
Yeah.
Whether you're, upsetting minorities or you're upsetting the sort of right-wing people who are banging on Facebook saying, oh, you can't say anything these days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're everywhere.
Oh, they are, yeah.
And they call us the snowflakes. But
yeah.
They complain about everything as well, so...
Yes. But yeah, that interview sketch. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. They do really go for it.
They do, yeah. I think it's a great encapsulation of that style of sketch. Like, it's Monty Python-esque to me.
Yes. No, it's very Monty Python.
And I bloody love the punchline of, all that silliness. And then he's like, where did you study? Cambridge. Oh, you got the job. When can you start?
Really doesn't matter what experience you've got, as long as you went to Cambridge.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very clever. But yeah, but that when he was putting on the different hats and doing the different voices and things, it even reminds me of, from not that long ago, do you know the Catherine Tate sketch where she was she said she could be a translator?
Yes. She's like in a boardroom or something, isn't she?
And that must have been like 2000 and something.
Yeah.
And actually it's pretty similar, and she does some things that, in this day and age you would not do.
Surprisingly recent. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It is interesting.
Yeah, it's not all that long since it's actually become so unacceptable to do these things. When was this episode? 2018. Not that long ago.
No. But I think it works in this because they're commenting on it, and Tommy's saying about what exactly are you inviting people to laugh at.
Yeah.
And I quite like that bit.
Yeah, they don't just say it's inappropriate, they say why.
Yeah. And obviously, they're not just doing the sketch on its own to be like, this is our funny thing. They're doing it as a dramatic piece to then comment on it,
Yeah. Yeah, because so often you'll get the people that'll complain, and then they'll ask why, and they'll just say, well, it's not PC or whatever. And then you never get a reason as to what. Like, no one tends to go into well, yeah, who are you? Why is this meant to be funny? Like, try and defend why you think this is funny.
Yeah.
I enjoy the double act name of Cheese and Crackers. I feel like I'm surprised that's never been a double act before.
Yeah.
It feels too obvious to have not been.
It does. It's a great choice.
Because Cheese and Onion was already taken.
Yeah. But Cheese and Crackers is better than Cheese and Onion.
I think it is.
Yeah. It's like Cannon and Ball or Hinge and Bracket. It's a great name.
Yeah. But which one's which?
Oh, that's a good point.
They do say. Well, I think it's on the poster, isn't it? I'm trying to remember. I want to say Cheese is Len, which makes sense.
That would make sense, yes. Although they'd both make sense for Len because he's a bit Crackers as well, so...
True.
But then Tommy's the dry one, so Crackers, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because I think there's a picture where their bodies are a piece of cheese and a cracker with their heads and arms sticking out of it.
So the answer is out there.
It is there, I just can't remember which one it is.
No. But this is such a popular episode among fans, isn't it? I mean, even at the Stage Fright show, you've got merchandise.
Yes.
You can buy cheese and crackers t-shirts and stuff.
Tour t-shirts, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did get. I meant to wear for this. I forgot. I love merch like that that's sort of in-universe merch.
Yes.
So it's like, that's what someone might have bought at the time in the series, rather than just a logo on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's my favourite kind of stuff from a show.
Yeah. Immersive.
Mm.
I love that thing about him telling him off for mugging to the audience to the front row.
Ugh, that face he pulls.
The way he does it, it's so fun. It's awful and irritating, but he does it so well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so annoying though.
But he's so believable. Like,
oh yeah, and it must have been so frustrating for Tommy. Like,
yes.
Because it's a tried thing of, like, you've got the comedy one, you've got the straight man to bounce off. It must have been quite boring being the straight man a lot of the time, I expect. Because you've probably written these jokes together, and, like, you're both as funny as each other, but one of you gets all the laughs. So it must be really frustrating when his few laughs that he does get
yes.
co-opted by the other guy.
Yeah, and he's so annoyed about that.
Mm.
Bless him.
Rightly.
Yeah. Yeah, it pisses me off, he goes.
I've just had a realisation that I'd never put together. So they're cheese and crackers, and his new company is Angry Tomato, which you might have cheese, tomato and crackers.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Yes, cheese, crackers and Angry Tomato.
Yeah, now he's an Angry Tomato.
Yeah. I love that as well, Angry Tomato. Like, he's the way he says it so deadpan and seriously, but it's exactly the sort of ridiculous, parody of the ridiculous company names that you get in that kind of thing.
Especially at that time, it was just noun or colour and an adjective. Like
yes.
Like a fruit, purple ostrich or
I was going to say
whatever.
purple elephant or,
that kind of thing. It was just a colour and a vegetable or an adjective and a animal or whatever.
Even, we've still got like Funky Pigeon, like the card company and stuff like that. When I was at school, our teachers got very excited to show us this new software package or website or something that they'd bought into.
Right.
It was called Fast Tomato.
Right.
And it was basically a careers advice thing.
Okay.
And they made us sit and do this long questionnaire about different things, and then it would come out and tell you which jobs you were most suited to.
Oh, we had one of those. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah.
Yeah, but Fast Tomato is just weird. But I always remember the most ridiculous questions in it. Like, it asked, would you mind working with plants or animals?
Right.
And you had to sort of, do a sliding scale as to how much you agree or disagree.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, no, I wouldn't mind working with plants or animals. And then it comes up at the end and it says jobs include florist and zookeeper.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Yeah. So nuanced.
I know.
I remember ours, and it just... I don't remember what I got, but I remember it being a great way to make you feel shit about your life before it's even started.
Oh, God, yes.
It was like everyone got jobs like mortician and like bus driver, and no one got anything exciting. No one got like NASA scientist or
no
anything wild and out there. It was all really mundane jobs that you were like, yay, I get to be.
That's what you can aspire to, yeah.
I can aspire to be a drain cleaner. Way. Oh, good.
Yeah. Another one of those classic jokes, would you like to take a seat? And he's like, no, thanks, I've got some at home. Like, yeah. I know it's so cringy, but when I was at school, that was my kind of humour. me and my friend, who actually turns out we've both recently as adults been diagnosed as autistic.
Right.
Who'd have known? We both would have made that same joke.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, God.
I come up with new jokes.
Yeah.
There's hundreds that exist already, just use them.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, when you're a kid or like a teenager, you think you've made it up. You think it's original.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's always embarrassing. I tell my mum a joke I've heard, and she's like, "Oh, the old ones are the best." And it's like, "Oh, yeah. I didn't know it was old."
I also have to call out, I know it's bad, but it's in there for a reason, and it's his face when they're talking about how you can't do that anymore, and he just says, "Can we not do Ching Chong Chinaman?"
Mm.
It's like,
no, Len, no.
No,
what
you
do you
can't.
Think?
But his face, he looks so sad.
Yeah, like it was his highlight of the show.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And it's just like he just doesn't get it.
No. Like, I don't know, you could understand why people might not understand that some things are racist because they don't know the connotations behind it. But surely you'd know that if you were being asked if something's racist or not, and you quote that, you'd be like, yeah, it probably is, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I also wonder how much of this is actually what it was like recently, and how much is it what just Tommy remembers from the 70s. And, like, in his mind, he's not grown up since.
Yeah. Well, I think that gets subverted at the end with what comes out, what he gets given. So perhaps you're right in that.
And he's just imagining Len as bad as he wants to imagine him to justify where he is. Like, maybe Len was never this bad, really, but he's just sort of turned the dial up on it so he doesn't feel as guilty.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the same with all these things, like we said in 12 Days of Christine, all these things that revolve around memory. It's all, it's never going to be...
How true is it?
Exact. You know, it's filtered through emotion.
And an unreliable narrator, effectively.
So
effectively, it isn't even a two-hander, really. It is a monologue, effectively.
Well,
just done by two people. There are a few interesting callbacks that I thought were funny. So the fact that Tommy also does a Tina Turner impression.
Well,
like
I was
Maureen.
that was my next note I was about to bring up, yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, isn't okay, really, but yes.
Oh, no, it's not okay, but
No.
Nice that they kind of did a reference to their past work.
Yeah. And then a thing that really stuck in my mind, because I suppose we've not long since watched it, but Arliane is the daughter. Arliane is the daughter in La Couchette as well.
Yes, I thought that.
I wonder if one of them has a relative called Leanne that they really liked using the name of.
Maybe, yeah.
Or it's the only northern name they can think of.
Yes.
She just instantly sounds northern if you call her Leanne.
Yeah, just sprung into their head. I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid, but I'm slightly confused about what this gig is that she has written to him, asking him to do. Is it just a reading at the funeral? Or is the idea that people are going to come to this church hall and he's going to do something?
Well, I assume it's meant to be that you think that that they're doing a gig.
Yeah.
But actually he's just sort of hyped up that she's just called it one last gig and it's actually just his eulogy.
Reading at the funeral, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think is what it's meant to be.
But then why is all his stuff in the church hall?
Well, yeah, that's what I couldn't really understand. Unless they've... maybe they've just donated it all.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
it's like... Maybe they do like Amdram stuff there.
Yeah.
And she's donated it all to them to use.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
And that's why it's in the big basket that they've just brought the basket full of all of his old junk.
Yes. They could have put a line in to clarify if that was the case.
Yeah.
Because part of me is like, is the idea they have the funeral and then people are going to come over to the church hall and he's going to do some sort of... But I don't think he is.
No, and I think it would just be really depressing if he did. Like, firstly, it's a double act being done by one person when the other person's just died. Would just be quite depressing, I guess. Plus the fact that they were never all that funny anyway. So, although, how funny do we reckon they were meant to be? Do we reckon they actually were pretty good? Because obviously there's the reveal that Tommy killed it on purpose.
Yeah.
And stopped it going any further.
Yeah.
Maybe they were better than Tommy makes out they were, because he keeps saying, we only had one series, and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I got the feeling like they were, because he says about how they came in at the wrong time, really. They were the arse end of Variety in the mid-80s.
True. Yeah.
So I feel like they were okay, but they were never really going to fly that far.
But they might have gotten bigger.
Yeah.
And they'll be the kind of people that would have done Panto for the next 20 years. But that's it. A bit like the Crankies in a way, like... Other than that, the odd clip you see of Jeanette... Is it Jeanette Cranky? Is that her name? Doing a Fandabby Dozy thing. What? I don't understand what they do, other than appear in Panto all the time.
No.
I don't really know what they're famous for.
No, I don't know.
She's just an annoying Scottish lady, as far as I can work out.
So there's this running theme of Len owing Tommy £25 for Bernie Clifton's dressing room, and that's all he says.
Yeah. Were you familiar with Bernie Clifton by any chance? Do you know who he is?
I've heard the name, and I mean, I know he's the ostrich man. He dances around on an ostrich.
The guy with the big yellow and white ostrich.
But I mean, no, he's not. I wouldn't call myself a fan.
I don't know what he did other than run around on an ostrich, which
exactly.
is nowadays what 90% of people do on Halloween.
That's the thing. So. Yeah.
It's those inflatable dinosaurs or whatever that people have.
When I was growing up and you'd see like, repeats or clip shows or things of stuff from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
My mum would always look at me and be like, see, this is what we had to put up with when I was your age. Like, this is all the entertainment we had. Like,
not this was good. This was amazing. That's what we had to put up with. Brilliant.
Or no, she'd turn to my dad and she'd be like, we actually thought this was good back in the day. Look at it.
The rose-tinted glasses are so powerful a lot of the time because people won't rewatch this stuff a lot. Like, they'll watch Dad's Army and things, but 80% of the stuff that they watched back then won't get repeated now.
Yeah.
And they still just remember it being amazing, except your mum, managed to avoid the glasses.
Yeah. But yeah, as they say in this, like, people love remembering things that happened in the 70s.
That is my favourite line, possibly a favourite line from the whole show, to be honest. People love remembering things from the 70s. These lot don't.
Yeah.
It's a great joke. It's a funny episode for, like, obviously you've got the mix of shit comedy, good comedy, and really depressing moments. That Venn diagram of where they all overlap.
Again, makes it a brilliant example of the show.
Yeah. It's very emblematic of the show and also not, in that it, how stripped back it is and how emotional. It's, I get the impression they were maybe trying to do a bit more, another 12 Days of Christine.
Maybe.
Like, let's make them cry again.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. But I don't know, I think it is quite emblematic of the show in, like you said, the mix of comedy and sadness.
There are a few different types of episodes they do, I guess. So you've got the small cast, sad.
And the staginess, the one set and few actors.
I was reading up on it and someone was like saying how the brown bottles was really funny because it's such a bottle episode, and then someone else like, it's a bottle show.
Oh, it's a bottle show. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Every episode's a bottle episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
And someone was reading into the whole green. What do you say, brown bottles or green bottles when you do the song? Because to me, it was always green bottles.
Yeah. Traditionally, it's green bottles, but I'm assuming they changed it for the thematic thing of the beer.
But yeah, I'd not really got the analogy that they were going for. That it's like that the wall is Tommy, and like he's holding up the bottles, holding up the drunk, and like the wall once removed, like the bottles fall down, and like the friendship ends, and like. Which, I'd not really read into that very far. I don't know if they intended it or not, but this...
I think they did. Now you've said it, I don't know if I specifically thought of that, but it does make a lot of sense. I love the way he says, at the end, there'll be no more bottles and no more wall.
No more wall, yeah. I never know in these sketches how much Tommy is playing what he should be playing and how much it's him being angry.
Yes, I was thinking that.
Like, whether that is what the sketch should be.
Yeah, I was literally wondering that as well. I was, wondering, is it all played exactly as it's meant to be? I think actually it is. Because the joke of the sketch is that he's, taking the bottles and drinking them. Yeah.
Same with the hat sketch. That seems like he's getting angry at the end of it, but it still has to flow towards the punchline. Like, it still works. Yeah. I think it's very clever, again, the 10 brown bottles, because it's so believable as a sketch that they would have done. But thematically works so well in this episode as illustrating exactly the problem that they had. It must be tough trying to write these things to make them all fit together so nicely, but symbolically and like. Yeah. But it does. It is very, very nicely done. Yeah. Did you know that Steve won a BAFTA for this one? No, I didn't actually. He got the BAFTA for Best Male Performance. Which must have been tough for Reese, but yeah. I assume he probably accepted it on both their halves. But... Yes. I would say that's well deserved. He did a very good job in this episode. Yeah. Because he's got so much... His eyes are so sad. Like, even though all the time he's trying to be funny. He's trying to be so upbeat as well. Yeah. His eyes are so sad. Yeah, he's such a tragic figure. It really is. And, like, I wonder what happened in those intervening years. Because it's not like it was a couple of years before. It was, like, 30-odd years probably difference. And it's really sad how he must have, just never really gone anywhere. Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if, obviously, the thing where he
you know, he finds the toothbrush and the passport and he assumes he's homeless. I'm wondering if that actually was true at one point and that did happen to him.
I guess it's hard to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know. They're just all his stuff.
It's all his belongings, yeah.
Yeah.
But also there are moments, so there's that the moment with he discovers that stuff. And what's the other moment? It's when Tommy says to him about, Leanne wrote to me and told me you were... And then he pauses and then he's like, things haven't been going well for you lately. And it feels like he was about to say, told me you were dead. But he stops himself. And it's like...
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's how I read it. I think because he knows all along that he's dead, but he's sort of so in this memory.
That he doesn't want to contradict it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd never thought of that. I did wonder what he was going to say. But that makes sense.
I think that, and then again the same thing happens, I think, with the passport and the toothbrush. He realises that it's his belongings, like, and then there's a little beat, and then he sort of says, oh, you must be homeless, sort of thing. That's
him just coming up with an excuse as to why they would be there.
Yeah, I guess so. I think he's just wrapped up in it all.
Yeah, he might never have been homeless. He might have always been living with Leanne.
Yeah, he might have been.
I like to think that he was.
Yeah.
Living with Leanne that was not homeless.
Well, no, I'm the other way, to be honest. I think, not that I would wish him to be homeless, but dramatically, I think it works. Like,
yeah. Oh, I meant just I don't want him to be homeless.
No,
yeah,
I know.
He probably was.
I know. But no, I do think, because he looks so sort of unkempt and like he hasn't slept well, and stuff like that.
But again, coming back to is that just Tommy projecting what he expects him to look like?
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. There's no real answers. It's all guesswork, really, the whole episode. Because there's no one else to corroborate anything.
Yeah. It just works so well as a little duologue. Mm-hmm. We haven't talked about the hat and coat routine yet, which is very good.
He does it so well, doesn't he?
He's very good at it, yeah. And there's no real reason why he suddenly starts doing it.
No, I guess he's just trying to make Tommy laugh.
Yeah.
That can be the only thing that he's trying to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is really sweet. Like,
yeah.
He probably did that years ago and got a laugh out of him. And he was like, "Oh, you're miserable. This'll cheer you up." Remember when we did this in 1983? And
then he doesn't laugh. He just says, "See, you don't even need me to be funny."
Yeah.
But at least he's saying you're funny.
Yeah.
It's like that meme of like, you think I'm funny? Like, yeah. Like, that's all you take from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favourite moments as well is Shelby and Drake.
Oh,
the whole thing about the musicality of it. It literally, I had that going around my head last night as I was trying to fall to sleep. Shelby and Drake.
Da, da, da,
da, da, da, da. Drake and Shelby. Da, 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 da. And then how angry Reese gets when he's like, well, that's only because you're doing it like that. You could do Drake and Shelby. Da, 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 da.
I'll be honest, though, Shelby and Drake works better, I think.
It does. And for me, it's because Drake is that one strong syllable to end on.
It's like a exclamation mark at the end. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to last week in Zanzibar and the stressed and unstressed syllables, it's ending on a stressed syllable rather than an unstressed syllable. That's why it's better, but yeah.
Sounds more pleasing. But even in his own imagination, he can't win being first in the thing.
Wonder how many times they've said to each other, Shearsmith and Pemberton. Pemberton and Shearsmith.
It kind of doesn't quite sound right either way, to be honest.
No, because they're both
got long names.
Lots of syllables, yeah. Yeah.
Reese and Steve?
Yeah.
That works.
Yes, it does, yeah. Alphabetic. That's the best way.
Yeah, always go alphabetical. It just...
That's why at the start of this podcast, it's Yanto and Stephen, not Stephen and Yanto. Also, that thing about Britain's Got Talent and that he's put in an application form for them, and just Tommy is just so disgusted.
Yeah, how far Variety has fallen.
Yes. It's like, it's all in again now, Variety.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know what it is, but Britain's Got Talent it's just so cheap to me. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
When it objectively isn't. Like, they do throw a lot of money at it. And there are actually some really good acts in it, but it just sounds so cheap.
I know what you mean. I always felt like it should have a question mark at the end.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Or a bracket's got a little bit of.
Yeah. But it's so sad when he just says, what makes you think I would humiliate myself? And then he goes, with you.
Oh. And the fact that Tommy's got someone apparently solely employed to remove YouTube videos, which I guess is probably a real thing that's been happening. Has Len been uploading YouTube videos to try and engage with the modern audience as he sees it? And Tommy's been having them taken down?
Maybe.
Because that is something that's real and has happened, in theory.
Yes. I don't see it as Len has uploaded them because I think he doesn't really understand technology.
Well, or he's gotten someone else too, or Alian's done it, or whatever.
I felt it was more like when he said about, it's great, this YouTube, you can get anything on it. Like, I feel like someone's shown him, like his nephews have shown him, and then his stuff has come up and he's been like, oh, wow, didn't know that would be on there. That's
Maybe.
How I saw it. But yeah.
Maybe, yeah, actually. I can see that, yeah.
He is so funny with his desperately trying to understand the modern world. That thing about where the dummy says, we could steal all the TVs and video recorders. He's like, oh, I thought we could update it and say computers.
Oh, bless him.
Bless him.
Oh, he's updated it to 1999.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I do find that dummy sketch quite funny, actually, unironically.
Really?
It's all the classic jokes, but it's the way he performs it as well. It's the bit when he waves his arms about and he goes, "At the end of your armies."
It's awful jokes, but he really puts his all into them.
That's the thing. The material is old and crap, but it still makes me laugh because it's this classic, the straight man, the schoolmaster, and how's your grammar? And he's like, very well, thank you. How's yours? Hilariously bad, but badly hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, I can't get you out of the box, got a hernia. It's like, how many's have gone or whatever.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that would be what if this was real and they were trying to bring it back, that's what they should do almost. Make a joke of the fact that they're old and that they can't do anything. And it is all a bit naff. And lean into that would be their niche, I think.
Because how old are they supposed to be? Because I feel like Reese and Steve are both playing a bit older than they are.
Yeah.
In this episode.
Yeah. I don't know how old they're meant to be, but I'd be guessing late 50s or something.
Yeah, so they were performing in their sort of late 20s, 30s maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was the 80s, so...
Yeah, it was 30 years. It's 30 years since they've seen each other.
Yeah.
So...
They were, mid-20s, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably about in the mid-50s now, I guess.
Mm.
And Len's looking a bit rougher because that's either he's been homeless or, Tommy's projecting because he's not seen him in years, so I guess he doesn't know what he looks like.
No.
He's just imagining what he thinks Len would look like now.
Yeah.
Because he actually looks okay in the photo that's on the service card.
Unless that's just an old photo.
Potentially, but also maybe he was doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
he might well have been perfectly fine.
It is all just Tommy's imagination at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No idea.
He might have gotten another job and he might have been, happily doing joinery or whatever that he found later on in life. And
again, that's what I loved about that moment that flips it when he finally gets the envelope back and it's got the money in it. And sorry, I messed up. Because this whole time he's had him in his mind as this screw up. Mm-hmm. He's never going to give him the money back. He doesn't even know what it was for. Yeah. But actually, he does know what it was about. He is giving him the money back. So his expectations were actually wrong. Yeah.
And he's spending the whole thing thinking these regrets that he can never resolve. But he actually can. Here is the bit of consolation, I guess, that he's looking for, which is nice. And that he does get to find out, he did care. He did know, and he does. I guess he probably did appreciate what he did for him.
Exactly.
But I expect his pride probably didn't let him say anything. Or, quite frankly, Len could have tried to reach out to him, and Tommy probably would have ignored him. He might have tried to call, and he's probably ignored his calls.
Because I suppose that "sorry, I messed up" is not just about that one incident; it's about the whole thing. Yeah. Sorry, I ruined us, kind of thing. Which is sad. If they had just reached out a bit sooner, they probably could have got to be good friends again. Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it, as well? When you think back to, say, people that you maybe were at school with, but who you're not in touch with anymore. I find that you remember what they were like at school, and you've got no idea what they're like now.
No. And a lot of them are in prison, but yeah. That's a bad joke.
Well,
I'm up north, remember?
I was going to say that, and I thought, no, I'll leave it to you to make that joke. You can only make jokes about your own tribe.
That's racialist, Stephen.
Yeah.
I feel he took that from Benidorm, actually, because that's how Madge often refers to people. She's like, I'm not racialist.
Oh, okay.
She says all the time while saying something horribly racist.
Yes. I can't bear that when people say I'm not racist, but...
Yeah.
I actually, at school where I work, a child said, I'm not being racist, but... And I just stopped them and I said, a sentence that starts that way is never going to end well, so just stop.
No,
like,
just give over now.
Yeah. Oh, dear. But yeah, like, Tommy is really emotional as well. When that bit when he's saying, I love performing, but I left it, to save you.
Save you, yeah.
That really gets me.
It is like, it goes from... Obviously, you love Len at the start and feel like he's the sweet one and hate Tommy for being boring. And then as it goes on, like, they kind of swap. Well, not boring, I guess, but by the end, you love Tommy and kind of resent Len by the end.
I suppose, yeah.
Considering it's only half an hour.
Yeah.
It's beautifully done.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I resent Len by the end. I feel sorry for him.
Maybe not resent, but...
Because it's not his fault, really.
It isn't.
It's an illness,
Yeah.
But yeah, there is an element of responsibility there. Like he says, sorry, you messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, especially back in the day, in the 70s and 80s, like, performing it did take its toll. That's why so many people, did turn to drink and stuff.
Yeah.
And fame takes its toll,
Yeah, and it took its time to get back then. Like, people wouldn't become famous overnight in their 20s. Like, most people who are famous were in their 40s or something. Like, and you've already got all that baggage beforehand that then you've suddenly got, like, fame on top of. Like, someone might have been an alcoholic and then they get fame and suddenly they've got all the money that enables this problem on top of the problem. It's a sad one.
It's really sad. But yeah.
There are still some great bits. I love the way Tommy says he had to destroy that ostrich.
Yeah.
So it's delivered with such conviction and seriousness. Such a silly line.
Yes.
25 quid gets you an ostrich as well.
I was going to say, what does the 25 quid cover? I assumed it was just like a general cleaning charge or something.
Well, they destroyed the ostrich, so I assume making a new one.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what the inflation is on 25 quid from 1980 something.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What does the internet say?
Let's find out.
25 and 19, what do we go? 1985?
Yeah.
Equivalent to approximately £83.69 today.
Oh, okay. That's actually more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best part of 100 quid for a new ostrich.
Yeah. It's a lot of felt, though. If I'd have wanted to make that for 100 quid. But then it was on old school TV, old school cameras, so I guess maybe you could get away with it.
Yeah.
They only had about 12 pixels, so it wouldn't need to be great quality. And then, obviously, you get the revelation. So they've had their big shout.
Yeah, Leanne appears.
Cuts to Leanne, cuts back, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Had you worked out at that point that he was dead?
What, before Leanne appears?
When did you work out? Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard to say, isn't it? Because, once you've seen it once and it's impossible to forget. So
yeah.
I honestly can't remember.
Now, I think, and I don't want to sound big-headed, but I think I worked it out pretty early.
Yeah.
I think I'll be absolutely honest, I think when I first watched this, I wasn't a great fan of it.
Right.
And then when I came back to it later, I appreciated it more.
Okay.
So I think I twigged, well, I had two thoughts early on in it, was either it's just going to be a silly comedy, like a character piece that I'm not all that into, or one of them's dead, was how I went into it, I think.
Okay.
Or relatively early on.
Yeah.
And I don't think I took it seriously enough the first time I watched it.
Yeah, I can understand
But being a bit older, having had, family members that have died, and I think that I now view it a lot differently. Mm-hmm. And I can appreciate it a lot better now. But yeah, you've got Sean Gibson pops up for 2 seconds on screen.
Yeah.
Bless her.
She's
lovely. We get some good jokes in, though.
Yeah. As long as they're not expecting me to be funny. Oh, I don't think anyone's expecting that.
Oof. Such a cutting burn.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
probably intending it.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think she meant it that way, but it's funny the way it comes across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must have had a reasonably good career to have a song that people remember.
Yeah.
Like they must have performed it more than once.
Yeah, I see it as like their what was that one that Morecambe and Wise always did?
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Bring Me Sunshine.
Yes.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Yeah.
Or like a sort of Always Look on the Bright Side of Life with Eric Idle or something like that. But it wouldn't have just been they did it once. Like they must have had to do it more than once for it to be remembered and recorded, and they have an act.
Yeah, I imagine it was like at the end of every show they would do it or something, you know.
Yeah, and they would probably put in different dad jokes each time, kind of thing. And
yes,
I do love that song.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah,
it makes me cry every time I hear it. I was just crying this afternoon rewatching.
Oh,
I didn't think I would, but I did.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great song.
Yeah.
And so right for it.
So fitting and believable, yeah.
Yeah.
And the joke about the mother-in-law always makes me laugh. Even I know it's terrible, and I've heard it a dozen times, but it still makes me laugh.
Yeah. What was it? We're still looking for my mother-in-law's killer. I can't find someone to do it. Yeah. I was thinking as well, like the costume that Tommy's wearing. It's good because it's quite believable for a funeral, but it's not too obvious that when he walks in at the beginning, you'd think, oh, it's for a funeral.
You wouldn't, no.
Yeah.
Like, you just buy that he's this businessman and that's just how he dresses now.
Yeah. But then when you realise he's there for a funeral, it doesn't look odd either. It works for that as well.
It really does. I think I was just being cynical when I watched it, being like, oh, someone was going to be dead. But
you being cynical? No.
But if you weren't, I don't think it's very easy to tell at all. Like, it isn't... Yeah, when you watch it back, yes, there's lots of little nods and stuff, but none of it's like in your face by any stretch.
No, I think it's very well done.
It's not one of those ones that when you get to the reveal, you go, oh, just get on with it, we've worked it out. That some things can do. And it's not even like 12 Days of Christine where you've been thinking something's going on either. Like, you might not have worked out what was going to happen in that episode, but you knew something had happened.
Yeah. But this is just quite straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The twist comes very out of the blue.
Yes.
Which I enjoy a lot.
Yeah.
Or would have, should have. Can appreciate now.
Yeah. But yeah, great song. A great song and great episode was what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And people, love it for a reason. It's very popular episode. Every time I go on TikTok on the Ninth Degree account and I get loads of Reese and Steve related things come up.
Yeah.
The number of times that song gets used as like a, people have done edits to it and stuff. Yeah.
The background of some photos or whatever
people have got. Yeah. It's very sweet.
It is. I know they've done a couple of songs, but this is the one that I always remember.
Yeah. I've been humming it all day at work because I knew we were doing this tonight.
Yeah. Shall we rate? What do you think?
I was a little bit torn. I really want to give it a 9.
Okay.
But I don't know what's holding me back. Something's holding me back. Because I'm looking. The only one I've given a 9 so far is 12 Days of Christine.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's quite on that level. But then I look at the ones I've given an 8 to, and that's like La Couchette and last week Zanzibar, Diddle Diddle Dumpling.
It's such a difficult program because there's such different styles.
Yes. I think I'm going to be generous and go with what I wanted, which was to give it a 9, even though, within the 9 there are maybe levels of 9, but yeah. I think Bernie Clifton's Dressing Room has got to be a 9 for me.
Cool. I'm really torn because, as I said, so much of I struggle to not see how I first saw it. But now I really do like it. But it's not an episode I would really rewatch because it's so sad. But that doesn't mean it's bad.
No.
And then I feel like if I've given something like Zanzibar last week a 9, I feel cruel not giving this a 9. But then I'm worried I'm giving 9s out to willy-nilly at the same time. So I think an 8 for me.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah.
I still think it's very good. It's very, very good.
It is, yeah. I was torn between 8 and 9. I was 8.5 and I just pushed it up to a 9. Yeah.
Well, you've gone 9, so I don't feel quite so guilty about going 8.
Yeah. Fine.
We'll average out 8.5. So did you spot the hair?
I did.
Hey, well done.
Props table near the door.
Yep.
I saw the little ears sticking up.
Yep. I thought it would be on that table, and it was. I was very happy. It's like if it was anywhere else, I'm a bit screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy to see that.
Yeah, it's visible quite a bit in the episode.
Yeah.
First time about 3 minutes in.
Oh, okay.
Don't know why I feel insistent on always putting the time in, but I've started, so I need to
You've
carry on.
started, so you're good to carry on. Yeah, you've established it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Well, I hope we've done it justice.
I hope so too.
The best way to do it justice is just to watch it and enjoy it, isn't it? It's just yeah. But yeah, very well done to Reese and Steve for this one.
Yeah. Especially being a two-hander as well. Yeah, it always feels so much more intimate when it's like done like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the stagiest ones, like.
Yeah. Oh, it would work so well on stage.
Yeah, I know we seem to say that every week, but this one in particular.
Yeah.
Really lends itself.
Yeah.
So just before we finish, I've got another message from a listener that I'd like to read.
Oh, I like these. Who have we got this week?
This week our message comes from Lil.
Hi, Lil.
On Instagram. Who says, well, first thing they said is, you might not see this, but I wanted to say that I completed your cryptic crossword.
Oh.
It was my first ever attempt at one, so it took me just under 2 hours to do, but I had so much fun with it. If it's your first ever attempt and you did it in just under 2 hours, that's pretty good, I think.
That's impressive. I only got about 4 or 5 of them and thought myself very happy.
They've always seemed really confusing, kind of intimidating to me, but this seemed incredibly well made and accessible for me to achieve. So I'm very excited to try practicing some more in the future. Hooray.
Oh, hey, well done, Lil.
I'm a huge fan of your podcast and Inside Number 9 in general, so thank you for all the hard work you put into making it. I can't wait for more episodes.
Hey.
Thank you, Lil.
Oh, that's sweet.
Very sweet.
Thank you.
And if you're enjoying the podcast, why don't you head onto your podcast platform of choice and leave us a rating or a review? That would really be nice.
That would be lovely.
Yes. Unless
you don't like it, in which case don't tell us.
In which case we don't need to hear it, yeah. So...
Is that Bernie all packed up?
I think it is, in his basket. We'll be back next time for Once Removed.
We will.
Look forward to that.
Let us know if you spotted the hair.
Yes.
We'll be back next week to tell you.
It's almost time to say goodbye, ta-ta, and fare thee well. It's almost time to bring the curtain down.
No. I'm not singing. Blah, 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 blah. Close the door, blah, blah, blah. Never really leave, do you?
Thanks for listening to The Ninth Degree. If you'd like to get in touch, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at Ninth Degree Pod, or email us at ninthdegreepod@gmail.com. You can also leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts.